Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Are you sitting on your photocopier again? If so, knock it off. You know, it's rude, really. You know, I mean, you share an office with how many people? And who knows where that's been? I'm guessing that you've probably seen the PC load letter error more than a few times, either with your printer or possibly your copier. I've got a top 5 list from Bud Gare. And he writes in and says, hey, I haven't seen a top 5 on copier printer service-related stuff, so here goes. And, Bud, I appreciate this. Certainly, I'm sure people out there who've had to deal with these copier problems appreciate this list as well. These are the top things a copier or printer service technician would like you to do before you call for service. And the great thing about reading this aloud now is that you have either been sent this video by someone who wanted you to see it, or you can send this video to someone who should see it. It's a great thing. Number 1, if the copier does not copy, print, or scan, turn it off and then back on. They sometimes just need to reboot, just like a computer. They're more like your desktop PC than you know. Many run Windows XP or Linux in their print controllers, and others use Linux for the main operating system of the copier. 2. If you pull out a jam end up with less than a full sheet of paper in your hand, the copier is still jammed. That piece of paper hasn't, disappeared to an alternate universe or something. Try to find the rest of the sheet. When you tear out a piece of paper, any fragment still in there will find a nice dark place to jam and will snag the next copy you or the next person makes. Many times, what would have been a simple jam clearing exercise will become a wait for a service technician to fix the machine. Number 3, if the copies are light and the copier is not displaying a toner low message, don't add toner. Something else is wrong. All copiers have sensors that detect low and empty toner conditions. Many problems start out as light copies. Continuing to run the machine may actually cause additional damage and expense. Call for service. Number 4, all toner is not the same stuff. If you run out of toner, don't add any that's intended for a different model copier. You'll cause a major problem adding the wrong kind. Think of it like getting a blood transfusion with the wrong blood type. Number 5, if you get a dark line on your copies when feeding through the document feeder, but not when you copy from the plate glass, check for whiteout, ink, or other foreign matter on the narrow piece of glass that is next to the big plate glass. Most modern copiers use document feeders that roll the originals over this narrow glass, often referred to as slit glass. When something sticks to this glass, it causes dark lines on copies. Bonus tip! The copier technician wants your copier to operate correctly as much as you do. Many times problems are very intermittent. It helps the technician to know the details of the copy job that caused the problem. Stuff like paper tray used, single-sided or double-sided copies, the size of your copy or print job, finishing options selected, and if it was a copy quality problem. A sample of the copy with the problem would also be helpful. Bud, I appreciate that, and I don't know, Bud, are you the kind of technician who hikes his pants up, or does that, I don't know if that's something that all service technicians do. Everyone that I've ever seen doesn't seem to have the right size pants. Anyway, anyway, Bud, I'm not making fun of you. Really, I'm not. Nor anybody in the copying service industry. Appreciate the work that you do, certainly, and I appreciate the top 5 tips. This is something that I know I have to deal with on a smaller level with both Ponzi and I working at home. I am the service repair person, and she does make me wear pants. Any old way, if you out there watching this video have a top 5 list for me to share, whether it's related to office equipment, office politics, pant sizes, feel free to email it to me. Chris@Pirillo.com. I take top 5 lists of all kinds. And if you want to talk technology, we're usually talking about it all the time in our chat room. And you've probably been reading the chat room comments as they've been scrolling up beneath me. Well, virtually beneath me. That's why I put the chat room in the videos that we do, because it's a whole community thing. It's not just me. In fact, right now, how many people do we have active in chat right now? There's got to be at least 300 people. 318 in chat right now on a Thursday night at 10:18 p.m. What are you waiting for, dude? There's hundreds of people waiting to be your friend. And the cool thing is we're open 24 hours a day. Because it's not just the chat room, it's the live video, too. This is all live. The audio, the video, the making fun of service people thing. Nicely, though. I mean, we have a sense of humor. We're nice people. We don't bite often. And if you want to join us, as I said, we're open all the time. 7 days a week, including on holidays. There are 300 some odd people watching us right now, and you could be the next at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.